Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us again tonight. Thank you for joining me once again, Mel.
Always.
Yes, yes, we're going to have some fun tonight. Going to make some pretty colors on some fiber. I see Crystal's in the room. Vicky's here already. Deborah Richardson, Regina, and of course the wonderful Soila, Denise, Megan. Thank you guys for coming in again tonight. You know, after last night's live, all that time, I thought maybe you might be a little bit sick of me for the week, but here you are. So that's a boost in confidence, eh?
Can we ever get sick of Bridget? I want a vote in the chat. Do we ever get sick of Bridget? Hello. Yeah. Thumbs up. No. Or head shakes or whatever. Yeah, nah. Megan says nah. Deborah says never. Yeah. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Megan. Hi, everybody. Forgive me if
Hi,
I'm messing
Nikki.
with one. Oh my gosh. Where's the end? Denise says no. Crystal
You guys
says
are
I
wonderful.
cannot get sick of Bridget. No, no. Hola, Maritza. And
Hola,
I believe that's a
Marisa.
head shake from Mishi.
Mishi is one sweet lady, I tell you what. I went over and I was lurking in her live last night.
Hmm. I peeked in for like literally 3 seconds and then I was like nodding off because it was way past my bedtime. I'm so sorry, Mishi. It's just I am not a night owl anymore.
Welcome in, Kelly. Welcome in, Angela. And most of the packages from last night have gone out today. I have just a couple more that came in, emails came in after I had made my trip to the post office. So those will go out tomorrow. Feels good getting it all completed.
You do love to get your packages out like that. Like that.
I
I
do.
have some sitting here for 3 weeks. I'm awful. Awful. I have
So
Bella's.
Michelle and Cindy. Oh, sorry, Mel.
No, no, I ramble. I am a rambler. If I were a walker, I'd be that one with the stick just going down the road in my hiking boots, rambling. But but yeah. Hi Terry.
Working Mandy and Terry.
Oh, and
And
Mork and Mandy.
Regina's in the house.
Now, when it's Mork and Mandy, is it Mandy or is it Mork? Or can it be either or?
No,
If
I
it's
like the name either way.
I know, but who is it when it's the handle? Usually, like who is it behind the handle? Is it Mork or is it Mandy? I'd like
Hello,
it's Mandy.
Diane. Well, all right, Mel, I was a little bit sneaky and I did tell you most of what we're going to do tonight. However, I failed to let you in on what we're doing right this instant. So I need you to make the choice between fractal spun, self-striping, or ombre, and then I need you to give me 3 to 4 colors in which you would like to be on your fiber that's going to turn into your yarn.
Hold on a second, guys. I have to learn to breathe again. Um,
Well,
first
you are
off,
well aware that I have been on a campaign since I started spinning to get each and every one of my favorite people a hank of hand-dyed, hand-spun yarn. Now, I have neglected up to this point to make that happen for you. And of course, it was not on purpose thing or anything like that. Just got to have the time, and you know that. So I thought, well, you're my partner up here. What better way to find out how to make the most perfect yarn for you than to ask you yourself?
You're going to make me cry. And that's just because I have not been sleeping well. So I'm emotional. And I just finished Supernatural today. And if anybody watches Supernatural and has finished it, dang. That's all I'm going to say. Dang. But okay. Fractal, definitely fractal. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. I I love all colors. That's so hard. I mean, I always love autumn colors, but I do so many of those. I just look at Diana D. Fractal is like it's like marled. It's like where the colors are crossed over and marled and barber pulled and yeah. Bridget can do it better for a brief explanation of fractal. I only know what it looks like.
Well, if you remember the yarn that we just gave away to get you monetized, that was a fractal spin. It's you take your fiber and you split it in half the long way. And the first half, let's say, just for easy numbers, we'll say you split the first half in two. Well, then you spin those two bits onto your bobbin. And with your second half on your second bobbin, you would split that same amount of fiber into either 4 or 8 bits lengthwise. And then you would put those on the second bobbin. And when you combine those two bobbins, you have the one side that rapidly stripes from each color, and the second side that does it much slower because there's more of the amount of color per strip. So it makes all the colors line up in just crazy different combinations. I think it's one of my favorite ways to spin just because the colors play so well together. You know, it's like to me it's like, you know, when you watch two little kids play or baby goats jumping around in the field, that joy that you get inside of you when you're seeing that, that's what it's like for me when I'm spinning a fractal, because all those colors are just flying and just having the best time they could possibly have playing with each other.
Now, my guess is they call it fractal because you're splitting the fiber into fractions, and then, you know, but, now, who was it? Megan asked, do I have a project? I don't pick my projects for the future, you know, and then think of color choices. I'm just like, ooh, you know, that looks good for this and that and, you know, all the other things. But hi, Demetra, and hi, Lisa. How are you? Welcome in. But, Jet. I can remember Jet's name. I can.
That's Little Carrie.
Little Carrie.
Yeah, Little Carrie, because she's another Carrie, and she spells hers just a little bit different than Carrie the Yarny Elephant spell. There's a lot of different ways to spell Carrie, though.
Right. And Ravina's here. Welcome in, Ravina. No, you know, I would like something maybe bright and fun with something dark to go with it to set it off. Okay. I'm going to let you come up with the exact colors, though. Wait. Or maybe you can get some inspiration from the chat. Maybe they can help you.
Well, I mean, we've got just about every color in the rainbow here.
I am not adverse to any actual colors. I like all of them. Except maybe baby poop, brown, green. Though I think I do have that in my stash somewhere.
Yeah, I think we all do.
I don't think I bought it. I think it probably came in a mystery bag, but it's probably in there somewhere.
Okay.
I have no idea, Lisa. Lisa, if you just came in, she's going to make it for me.
Well, how about we do, well, if I pick the colors, you know what colors I like. That's the colors it's going to be because that's the colors I really, really like.
Well, I know exactly what colors you like. In fact, let me get something I bought a couple of months ago. See, and I will show you I am not adverse to the colors you like.
And I'll let you guys in the chat in on what our next color or our next braid is going to be. The second braid that we do tonight, we're going to play a little game with the StreamYard giveaway tool. And I am going to have 3 people from the chat choose first what kind of yarn we're going to make, whether it's self-striping or a fractal. And then the next person will pick 2 colors. And the third person will pick 2 colors. And that will be the second braid of fiber that we are going to do tonight.
Welcome to the memberships, Lady Mishi.
Oh my goodness, Mishi, thank you so much. Oh, wow.
She became a lady and gifted 10.
That is so sweet of you, Mishi. Thank you so much.
And I saw your lovely bracelet maker is here, but I can't remember his name. Heart of Ryan Jewelry?
Okay, Cliff.
Cliff, he's in the chat.
Well, hello, Cliff. How are you, sweetheart? Thanks for stopping by. And to anybody I've missed naming, I am so sorry about that. And thank you for coming. If I do miss anybody, what you're saying or anything, I promise you it is not on purpose. The chat gets going and I get a little overwhelmed sometimes, but okay. So
this is what I wanted to show you though.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
And I got 2 of them to make like a shawl. I just couldn't pass them up.
You really liked what I came up with for the flower garden yarn, right?
That was gorgeous.
Something like that?
I would love something like that.
Something like that. So we need some pinks, some purples, some blues, and some greens. We have this beautiful, beautiful blue. I always do about half a cup of water. And now when I do my dyeing, just to let everybody know, I use all food safe dyes. These are kitchen safe dyes so that if anything gets anywhere, I don't have to worry about chemicals being in my kitchen. And I don't have to worry about this water going down the drain into my land, which I grow food from. So I also put a little bit of citric acid in my water. And I also put some potassium powder. Now I started out with about 8 cups of water and I put 2 tablespoons of potassium powder and 2 tablespoons of citric acid before you guys got here tonight.
Now, when you say food safe dyes, are they like food colorings or are they
Yep.
just, oh, okay.
Yep.
This is going to help me because I want to try. Oh, okay. I
So we
want
have,
to try dyeing some, I got some, undyed yarns here and there. And
now these are all, oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
I have some leftover. I used to be a cake decorator, so I have some Wilton gel colorings, and I thought I'd use them instead of buying acid dyes, And I have citric acid because I was making gummy, candy. I tried making gummy candies at one time, but it never worked out. They just didn't work. So I thought I'd try that. So, hi, Steve. And hi, Layla. Is it Leela or Layla? Just try to spell it out in the way it's pronounced. And Harneal Media. Welcome in. Harnell? Okay. Welcome in. Well, it confused. Sorry, I pronounced phonetically the way. So I apologize. Leela. Okay. Leela.
Okay,
So I went to start making my bag and I forgot how to cast on in a circle. I'll have to do that later when I can look up the tutorial for that again. I've only ever done it once.
I've done the pinhole cast on, but yeah, it's been so long. I would definitely have to look at a pattern to get the instructions.
When I do things only once or whatever, I usually have to look them up again until I do them enough times. Hi, Faith. How are you?
Okay, so now we have some purple. I have used some of the gel dyes. It does work. You just want to have like some nice warm water when you're first starting, and you got to mix them real, real good. And sometimes some of the goop will float to the top, and you just got to kind of towel it off, and it's fine.
Okay. Hi, Jan.
Hello, Mama.
She's doing some fiber up. She's going to spin up. It's going to look like the flower yarn she had last night, the flower garden. Oh, a monkey plushie. Nice, Demetra. Well, I could start a plushie. I've got all that stuff here in the pattern. Let's just do that. I'm just pivot. Pivot. Oh, so it's Harneal Media.
Oh, okay. Well,
You said I had it right. Okay.
Well, I've always heard it said Harnell. Sorry about that. Because he does a website for Dawn. He does one for Michi. And for, I believe, for Heart of Orion. Oh, quite a few of our YouTube friends have had a website built by him. Hello, Zach. Welcome in.
Very nice. Hi, Zach. And hi, Nifty. Did I say hi to you, Brenda? I'm not sure. I meant to. Hi, Brenda.
Okay, we got some pretty pink coming in.
That is pretty. Those are coming out nice and bright. Has anybody worked with this before? This is the Bloom Premier Bloom Chenille. Gonna give it a go. Try to knit with it and not lose my stitches. Whew.
I don't think
I
I've
did
seen the
not.
blue chenille.
Yeah, there's a pattern, and someone wanted the pattern, and so I'm gonna try it. We're gonna see how it goes. But I mean, I have knit with fun fur, but not with chenille. So, you know, taking my life in my hands. It's not flaking as far, I mean, I'm running my hands over it. And it's not flaking. So that's a good sign for it, Mishi. Well, I got one little bit.
Crystal asked if I had any special way that I mix my colors, and I really don't. I know I should probably count the drops and remember how many I did and all that kind of fun stuff, be a precise dyer and all that. But since I don't do this professionally, and I usually do it just for me or for my friends, I just kind of, that looks about right.
Yeah.
That feels about right. You know, the same way I cook. I don't, unless I'm baking, I don't use precise measurements. I put about this much in, a dash of that, a pinch of this, a handful of that, you know.
Yeah.
That was some red. There we go.
Yeah, it's going to be lovely to see you actually dye the fiber and then see the fiber spun and see the whole process from start to finish. I've never seen that. Our heat advisory finally broke, and we had some rain yesterday, and today it was nice and cool and breezy. I thought it was going to rain again, but I was able to sit outside for about an hour, and it was just breezy and cool. I was like, oh my gosh, that's nice.
Put some green in there. You know, the fiber, you can't go too high with the heat, and you really can't mess with it too much because it will felt very easily at this stage.
Hi, Brandon.
Yeah, you'd never believe it, but I was in bed before 1 a.m. and sleep.
What?
Yeah.
Is the world coming to an end?
After the party last night, I was exhausted. I just could not do no more.
Yeah, but you only got 2 hours sleep
Yeah.
before the party. So, I mean, you didn't get a whole night's sleep before that.
I didn't even make it to Mona's last night. I always go to Mona's on Sunday night. Mona and Felicia.
Yeah.
They're like, nope, not tonight. Not real often. I don't see the sun come up.
It really was exciting last night. And I think Bridget was scared it was going to go on for 6 hours.
I was really starting to wonder. And even though that's looking rather blue, it was actually purple. So we'll see what happens. Go with sapphire. You doing any test patterns lately?
I am working on one right now. It's a bias shawl. It's a nice long period to test it on. I think she gave us a whole month. Carrie, it was Bridget's monetization party. She hit full monetization. Yeah. Oh, thank you. She's going to put it on replay for you, Bridget.
Awesome, thank you. Now we get to experiment. How I did the raven yarn last time is I literally just mixed all the blacks that I had together.
Well, let's just do that again.
Right.
Oh, bye, Carrie. Feel better.
Hi, Carrie. I hope you feel better, honey. Let's
All right, Mishi. Mishi says she'll be back.
Not quite yet.
And Brandon says he missed your party. Too many things going on last night. However, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah, real life has to come first in all things, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We all have fun doing our thing here on the YouTubes, but if we don't take care of real life things, we can't spend our time here on the YouTube. So
Exactly.
Well, this is the, yeah, I'll do it here. This is the color swatch we're getting from the black so far. It's got hints of blues and greens in there, which I'm like, I need. I can't have it be true black or it won't turn out like the Raven yarn. So we're gonna give her a go and see what happens. Unfortunately, I can't have a camera on that stove, but hopefully it will be done before the end of the live so I can show you guys results. And if it's not, I'll make a video tomorrow and show you how it turned out. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Lisa. That means a lot. I tell you, everybody that I have met and continue to keep in my life here on YouTube means so much to me. And there's, in every group, of course, there is, the bad apple. But fortunately, I have been able to cultivate a very wonderful community, and I am so very happy and over the moon with what we're doing here.
I'll be the bad apple. I'll be it.
No.
Well,
See, that's one thing I learned a long time ago. That, I don't know how it's possible, but my stainless steel pan is leaking.
hi, Margie. Welcome in, hon. Do you ever just do a long tail cast on and you put like way too much? You leave like way too long a tail. And you're like, I'm not doing it again. And you just cut it off. You just
Yeah,
cut
I
it
usually
off.
do that on purpose just because I would rather not have to try again. So my
Well,
philosophy is it's better to have too much than not enough.
yeah, I did it like 4 times where I had to like lengthen it. And then I'm like, okay, I'm doing it much longer. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Sherry. But I was just like, no, not doing it again. I'm not doing it again. All right. This shows you how like newbie I am. I always forget the stockinette stitch. Is that where you knit every row? Or is
If you're
it?
working in the round, yes. If you're working flat, no. If
It's
you're
where
working
you
flat,
knit
it's
and
knit purl.
purl, right?
Yeah.
When you're going back and forth. Okay. Worked in separate pieces and then stitched. I don't like working flat. I like working in the round. It says working in the round. That's why they say to work in straight needles. And on the wrong side row. I'm not going to know which side's the wrong side row. Yeah. You're all hearing how I talk to myself when I work. I talk like this when I'm by myself. Like I could be completely by myself and I'd be saying all these things.
Well,
Completely by myself.
That's how you get the right answer. You ask yourself.
Yeah. Give me just a second and I'll show you what I'm making. And it's a free pattern from Premiere.com. So you could be making this too. Yeah.
Not my stainless pan leaking.
Your stainless pan is leaking?
No,
What?
my kettle is leaking.
Your kettle's leaking. Gorilla tape, Gorilla glue, Gorilla anything.
Just have to go in the trash. No big deal. I get another one from Goodwill. You know, I'm not buying brand new to dye in. So.
Don't be kidding me. This is what I get for cheap needles. These were my first needles, so I got one of those multi-packs off Amazon, and they came from China, and they've got the plastic cords and the bamboo, and they don't slide, and yeah. Wait, was Mimi Tammy here? I didn't even see Mimi Tammy. Oh, and she's leaving. Bye, honey. Hi, Karen. All right, this is the pattern I'm making. It's supposed to be a panda. Let me make sure the brightness isn't up so it doesn't blind you all. Yeah, okay. It's supposed to be a panda, but it doesn't even have the eye patches, so it just looks like a regular teddy bear. I thought it was a dog at first because its tongue's sticking out.
It's cute.
It's cute, but it doesn't look like a panda because it doesn't even have the, you know, eye patches. So I'm going to put eye patches on it so, you know, you can, so I'm going to make it look like a panda, you know. But it's a free pattern from Premiere.com. And if anybody wants it, I can like link it, you know. Yeah, it's the chenille Premiere chunky. Apparently they now have a chenille bloom yarn. So, hi Denise. Oh no, Zoila. What do you need, baby? What do you need? What's wrong?
I hope they get her some fixed up here pretty soon.
Yeah. I mean, could it? You don't have to use the yarn. You can use let's see. The yarn I'm using is a number 6. So I mean, as long as you could use any size yarn, just use the correct needles. It's a knit one. So as long as you're using the correct needles, you just do the stitch count, you know, and but you could just use any 6-weight yarn if you want to get it to the right size. Yeah, definitely going to keep him in my thoughts and keep you in my thoughts. Zoila, you have to make sure you do not wear yourself out, honey.
Says one busy lady.
Yeah, because caregivers, you thought, are you talking to Melanie J? Oh, okay, Melanie J. All right. Okay, what is a 6 yarn? That would be, let's see, you would have a chunky yarn for a 5 yarn and a super chunky for a 6 yarn. Or a super bulky, we call it bulky. So we'd have a bulky for a 5 yarn. And you'd have a chunky, I believe. The Brits call it a chunky and a super chunky. So a super chunky, I guess. Yeah, I have no idea about the plies. Let me look. It says to use an 8mm needle. So whatever you would use an 8mm needle for. It says super bulky on mine, so super chunky for you. I wish I could send you some, Lisa. It's really soft. But I did notice, now Mishi had asked if it was shedding, and it didn't seem to be when I ran my hand over it, but it did have a few little bold spots after I had worked through it a little. So I don't like the bold spots.
Well, there's my lady Mona. Welcome in, Mona. It's good to see you. Sorry I missed you last night.
Hi, Mona. How are you? But Mona was at the party, too. I mean, so did Mona didn't, oh, no, she didn't win anything, but she was at the party. Hi, Brenda.
Hello, Brenda. And Kristen.
And Kristen. Wait, 8mm needles is your 4mm. Wouldn't an 8mm needle be an 8mm needle and everywhere?
It should be. She might mean size 8 needle. I don't know.
That's why I told her the millimeters instead of the size. Because I figured the millimeters stay the same everywhere. You know?
Well, thank you very, very much. Yeah, this kitchen has made a vast improvement since I first moved in, and you can actually go back and see that video. I did a walkthrough of the house when I first moved in, and with all this beautiful wood in this kitchen, they had the kitchen painted burgundy. You couldn't see the cabinets because the walls were so dark. Like, I mean, obviously you could see the cabinets, but the beauty of the cabinets was like completely muted because of that dark. And I like dark burgundy. I mean, because like garnet is my birthstone. I love that deep, you know, rich reds and stuff, but not in my kitchen.
Yeah.
So I actually went through and I painted the entire house before I even moved stuff in while the king went to work.
Yeah. Wait, Lisa's saying, I know your needle sizes are different, Lisa, but your millimeters are the same millimeters.
Like, they should be, yeah.
Millimeters are the same all over the world. They don't change. Millimeters are all the same millimeter. Like what hi, Connie. A millimeter is yeah. I know a 4mm is a UK 8, but I'm saying a millimeter is a millimeter. So an 8mm is an 8mm. Yeah. But that's why I said that that a 6, like my 6 super bulky needs 8mm needles. That's all I was saying. That this yarn needed 8mm needles. That's all I was saying. So
sad. Thank you very much, honey, but keep your money.
That's all I was saying. It just needed that size needle. I don't know what that size needle is for you. I didn't.
Yeah, well, that's why the companies that make needles need to stop all that BS about numbering the needles or numbering the hooks or lettering the needles or hooks, because that can change. The millimeter can't change.
Yeah.
And if everybody used millimeter, then nobody could ever be confused, because an E from this company might not be an E from that company, or the current E from this company might not be the E that was 10 years ago. They change things because they add sizes in.
Oh, I'm seeing what she says. Okay, an 8 millimeter needle here is a 4 millimeter needle there. Like what we need for 8 millimeter needles. Okay, like our 6 chunkies yarns, her 6 chunky yarn, super bulky yarns, like her super bulky yarns, call for 4 millimeter needles. They
That's
call for a much
crazy.
smaller needle.
Well, thank you, Cliff. I am honored to celebrate with you, honey.
No,
I
Lisa,
appreciate it.
you just taught me something, Lisa. You knit with a much smaller needle. I did not know that. Maybe that's why she knits so fast. Or maybe you knit with a bigger needle and you knit faster. I don't know. I'm still learning. Like I said, I'm a newbie. I can't even remember what stockinette stitch it. Stockinette. There's no G in it, Mel.
I don't know what happened with the blue line that just ran across the red, but well, that'll be a cool effect.
Hey, I like one of a kind yarns.
Well, it'd definitely be one of a kind, for sure.
Hey, Lisa, from what I hear, you are a master
She
knitter.
is. She is.
You
And
knit
so,
ring.
so very generous. I mean, all of us give stuff to other people, but Lisa gives each and everything she makes to charity.
That's
So
that
that's why
generous.
when she said, "Oh, don't send me stuff. The shipping is too much. The shipping is too much." Well, you know what? If a couple friends work together, like Dawn and I are working together to send her a little something because we love her, it's not that much. And what is, like she is giving to so many. What's it going to harm two people to give her a little something in return for all that she does? That's the way I look at it.
Exactly.
Denise, it's just fiber right now, but I figured since we do some do, oh my goodness.
So
Since
do.
sometimes we spin yarn live, I thought that it would be fun for you guys to see the entire journey of the yarn from fiber all the way into yarn, and then hopefully once it gets into the lovely Mel's hands, she will turn it into something amazing, and you guys will be able to see it. You'll know its entire journey from simple fiber to beautiful project. I thought that would be a fun idea.
When you said that, all I could think about was Crafting Kitty Erin's little bingo and the way she calls Grogu, your favorite, Grogu, doo doo.
Yeah.
Then it came full circle then. So, I think, was it Vicky asked if I was knitting? I'm very slowly knitting. So, because these are not great needles, and it's chenille, so it's like, go to the other needle, go to the other needle. So I'm sure it'll go much faster once it's off the first row, So Yes. Well, you let me know about that. I've only watched one video of Lisa's, but I'm sure I will be back over there to watch more because
Oh,
she is a dog, as Cliff just said. And
she is.
you let me know about your and Dawn's plan there, and um, I might be able to help you out a little. So, hi, China.
China came in, and Miss Denise, yes, ma'am. I do dye yarn from time to time. I generally only do it for myself. Although if someone contacted me and said, you know what, I want yarn from you, I would do it for them. So many of my friends on here do sell the yarn that they dye, and being that I already sell my yarn and my bags, I don't want to step on anybody's toes, or and that's not to say that someone else making something steps on somebody's toes. I don't want to feel like I'm causing competition for them. So, like, if someone contacted me and said, you know what, I got to have some of your yarn just because I want to have some of your yarn, I have no problem making it for you. I'm never going to set out to make a bunch of yarn, to sell a bunch of yarn, to get in competition with my good friend Mama G or Thriss or Dawn Aaron or Melissa Crochets an Agreement. I mean, there's so many amazingly talented yarn dyers. I'm just playing. I'm just having fun. And and because I don't use the acid dyes, I don't get the color saturation that they do. And not that makes my yarn inferior, it just, it's not the same. And so I would feel, I'm just weird about that. If it, to me, it's got to measure up to a certain level, and I don't know. I don't know. Anxiety brain. This is what it's like inside my head, in case you don't know.
Thank you, Lisa.
Hello, Miss Jamie. How are you, sweetheart? Thank you for coming in tonight.
Hi, Jamie. Her yarn dyeing is gorgeous, and the fact that she spins it herself makes it all the more so, you know. These needles are awful. I have better needles, but the size I needed, I don't have the size I needed in my better needles. So I had to go with my cheap, gross needles, which I'm probably going to donate to the Goodwill, and get myself this size in my better interchangeable needles, and continue this in those, transfer this one to those. But yeah, this is not good. This is not happening. Amazon, help me.
Ravina was asking how come we didn't have you on your channel, and unfortunately, you have to pay for StreamYard to do the multi-streaming thing, and I haven't had the brain space to get into how to do it through YouTube. We do still plan on making that happen, because we still need to get Mel up to 1,000 subscribers and a few more watch hours so that she can become fully monetized. We are not stopping until that happens. We're going to keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing, all of us together. And then we're going to pick the next person and we're going to bring them up as well. And we're going to keep going on from there until all of us make our goals. We can't do it for everybody all at once, but Mama G helped me
monetized.
Well, the little one, not the big one. But we got to get you the rest of your numbers and the big numbers. I mean, we're not done yet.
I'm still 160 subs away from that. Do you know how long it takes me to even get 10 subs?
Well, you're going to put out more videos and we're going to shout you out and holler your name until everybody is over there and subscribed. That's what we're going to do.
That sounds very tiring. I'm tired already. All right. Good night, guys. I'm going to just, I got a kitty pillow here. I'm just going to, just excuse me. I'm just, all right. Yes.
Yes. Way to go, Margie. Way to go.
Okay.
That is awesome.
Oh, Margie, that's amazing. Oh, well, I don't want to give these really, and it's a pack, but I just opened this one for the first time. It smells really, really bad. It smells like, like garage oil, like the bad garage oil. And I tried airing them out when I first got them, but the fact that I put it back in the bag and it smells that way again, I don't want to give that to us. I'd rather give them nice ones than ones that went back to smelling that way.
Right.
Goodwill, someone can pay, $5 for the whole set. And yeah. Oh, that's wonderful, Lisa.
Try putting, you have, stick some baking soda in like a coffee filter and put it in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Make a little ball and put the baking soda in the bag and seal it back up. The baking soda will probably suck out some of that nasty smell.
Yeah. Oh, Mary. Do I have I do have a nicer set, but it's metal, Mary. Well, see, I have an interchangeable set, Melanie. I like them. So I'm slowly buying all the different sizes that I need in the interchangeable, so then I can just, hook them up as I need them. Yeah, Karen, coffee grounds. Yeah, metal. That's why I got these in the beginning. I got the bamboo in the beginning, and then I was like, "Ooh, the smell!" And then also, they're very not, they're hard to use.
Wow, 10 grandbabies. What a blessing.
Who has 10 grandbabies?
She's got 9, and the 10th one is on the way, she said. Miss Denise. That is,
Yeah. Yeah, I love
babies,
I love babies around. I love babies around. Well, Mary, if you email me, I will. It doesn't have bigger sizes in it, but I have a set. It comes in a little foldable case, and it has Luca Lila 100. Thank you. I think that's how you
nice. I have a set of Lucas. They're really nice if you like the wooden ones.
That was someone in the chat. They subbed to me.
Okay. Okay, well, that's nice. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. But Mary, if you email me My email's in all my description boxes and on my about page. And then, you know, we'll work it out. I will mail you that set I have, because I'm real fond of my other one. It's metal. Here, let me get it and I'll show it to you, because my knitting stuff's right over there. Hold on.
Well, hello, Miss Dory. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Hello, Miss Connie.
Hello, Dorian. I believe I said hi to Connie, but I'll say hi again. So this is the set I have. Now it's what it is it's in Japanese sizes, but what I did was I wrote all the millimeters on the sizes. So I hope that doesn't bother you. Might help you. But I will put in all the ones that are in use right now. I will make sure everything's in here. So it's got from a 1.625 millimeter up to a 5 millimeter. And then it has a darning needle and a little, I think that's a gauge, needle gauge checker. But yeah, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sets of needles in there. You still in here, Mary? Thank you, Connie. Would you like these? If you would, just email me and we'll work it out, okay? Totally a gift. I don't mean work it out that way. I just mean I need your address.
I got a bracelet coming from Cliff. I'll be able to show you guys here pretty soon. He's got it in the mail already. I'm so excited. He does really pretty work. Very, very pretty work.
I see Byzantine and I just think Byzantine Empire. I'm a history lover. Oh, Kristen.
Oh, honey, you did not have to do that. Honestly, that was my mistake. So you know how I was worried about, I think I must have done something wrong when in shipping somewhere. I messed something up, but I couldn't figure out what it was I did. I sent her an extra bag. She emailed me tonight and she says, I already got my bags that I ordered and you sent me this.
Aww.
Oops, my bad, your gift. Oh, honey, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. It really, that's one of those things, you know, you make a mistake and you just keep on, you know, you got to take care of it and keep going, you know. Cliff knows what I mean. He's made a mistake and sent the wrong thing to the wrong person. It happens.
Who was it? Connie's right. The blue line has almost all but disappeared in the red or pink.
It's actually almost looks purple with the naked eye. And I do like how that green is turning out.
What's that, Regina? A bracelet or a bag? because the bags are actually quite affordable.
It is, but you know, the way I look at it, Cliff, is each and every one of us is, you
Oh,
know,
the
able
bracelets.
to make mistakes, and all of us at some time will,
I
you
have to
know.
get over to Cliff's channel. Could someone drop Cliff's channel for me so I can click on it, please? I'd like to go over and check it out. Oh, that's so sweet. That's right, Regina. Oh, and on Facebook too. Yeah, Margie's stocking up.
Mm-hmm. I
Thank you,
made a
Mary.
And you know, that's another thing I did. I sent all that stuff out, and I made sure, you know, try to make sure that I put a card and a stitch marker, you know, show my appreciation with every bag. And out of everyone, I forgot to put a card and a stitch marker in Miss Margie's bag. But you know, she was very kind and just reached out to me, and so I'm going to send her a little card and a stitch marker out this week because you know I probably had it in there and then was double checking and took it out and set it aside. And I know how I do these things. I just,
Hey, you have had a busy year, let
it
alone
has.
week, but busy year, okay?
This fiber over here is looking so pretty.
And you know, raven feathers have that blue black, blue green sheen on them. So, oh, you have beautiful stuff, Cliff. Now, I don't wear a lot of jewelry. I'm not girly, but you may, I do collect it. I do collect it. Hi, Steve. This may make me want to buy some, and that's bad. I need to click off of this. I need to click off
Oh,
right now.
his work is
Yeah,
gorgeous. He
yeah, I need to click off.
and
It's
I
bad.
know that I love it before I've even seen it, you know, in person because you know Dawn's been showing hers off and Margie's been showing hers off, and just wow.
That's bad. That's bad, Cliff. Bad. Yeah, I know you're not the one to stop me, and that's bad. It's very bad. No.
But you know, the way I look at it is, the king, my other half, you know, he has literally called me his queen since the day he met me.
Oh.
And I have always, always, always struggled with self esteem issues, you know, not had the greatest of lives. But just that little word, queen, you're my queen. It,
Mm-hmm.
such a confidence booster. So I thought, what a better way to boost the other women around me than by giving them a little nudge, giving them a little crown that says, hey, I see you, queen, you
Mm-hmm.
know? Each and every one of us. And you know, I do champion for the ladies, and I don't mean to push the fellas aside because they are very important as well, you know. But as a lady, I feel I can, you know, more easily relate to the ladies. So, Cliff, don't feel that I'm not saying, you got to be pushed out there too. So when I
Steve's
make
in
a
here
card,
too, somewhere.
yeah, and
He's hiding
the other
in here
guys
too.
too,
Yeah.
and Jerry and Mr. Yarn Doll and stuff like that. He's in the crochet community with us, and we've got quite a
Zach.
few folks. So and
Mhm.
Zach, and so yeah, obviously I can't call them queen. They take it the completely wrong way, I'm sure. So
And
we
then
know
there
they're
are
a
some
king,
that would take it and go, hey,
right? But yeah, I want to show the ladies most of all that, you are amazing and you are worthy of thinking of yourself as a queen in your own right.
And my sister's name means princess, and she takes that wholeheartedly. So,
For sure.
my name means black or dark, as in melancholy. And I'm like, did my mother like have a premonition before I was born with the bipolar and the massive depressive episodes, or just yes, we must name her this.
Now, little
So
known fact, there is actually a goddess named Bridget.
I know that it's an Gaelic
And
Irish
she,
goddess.
and she even spells it the same way.
I know. Yeah. As I said, love the history, all history. Took 2 classes on world mythology. So, one in college and one in high school that was a college course. So, love it.
Sorry, that's the king being his kingly self, waving to everybody.
Hello, King.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey. How's your clock doing? Does it work?
Your Darth Vader or your Death Star
It
clock.
hasn't imploded yet?
Oh, works great.
But the
Okay.
lady on the screen is the one that got that for you.
Oh, thank you. I like
You
that.
are well. Yeah.
Yeah, that got put up in the garage. As soon as I glued the light thing back on it, we put it up. And
And the light thing works? It
oh
wasn't
yeah,
broken? Okay.
no, it literally, because of the heat of the day, and I don't get my mail sometimes until like 9 o'clock at night, so it sits in a hot car all day long.
I didn't even know they worked till 9 o'clock at night. I thought like 5 o'clock they were done.
They're supposed to be done before 9 o'clock. They're not allowed to deliver after 9 o'clock, but there has been many a times where it's been 8:55 and the mailman pulls up.
Hmm.
Or they mark it delivered at 8:55 and then they bring it to us a couple, 2, 3, 4 days later.
Yeah, I've heard the horror stories of your mail. So, would you like
Oh,
to
thank
see
you. Just
something?
sending you sweet dreams, honey.
Night, night, Denise. Sleep well. Would you like to see something I got in the mail today?
Well, of course,
It's
I
not
always
yarn
want
related. Not yarn related. I even got it all set up myself today. But, all right. I made a short video about opening it. Let's see if I can get this in camera. See? Okay. People.
Oh my.
Yeah. I am trying to enrich my life.
Is that a
So
guitar case?
it's not a guitar, think smaller.
Violin?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
jelly. I am so, 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 so jelly. I have
Wait,
always wanted to learn to play the violin.
wait till you see it. Okay.
Oh, she's beautiful, honey.
I even restrung all the strings, put the bridge in, and tuned her today. She's black and sparkly.
Oh, she's beautiful.
It said she was going to be matte, but she's sparkly. I don't know if you can see the sparkles.
A little bit. Oh, oh.
But I kind of tuned her. Hold on. I don't know. My dad has an electric keyboard, so I tuned her today. And then she has the lovely wood grain chin rest, and she came with a shoulder rest, rosin, extra strings, and a bow. And I know you're not a fan of Temu. I got her on Temu, all of it under $60.
Wow. That's awesome.
And she has good reviews. So if it doesn't, good night, Dory. Have a great night. If it doesn't pan out, I have 90 days to return her for a full refund.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I
played
played the saxophone
in middle
as a
school.
child.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
played the. Go ahead.
in band, so I played the saxophone, but now with my heart being as weak as it is, with only having the 45% capacity, my lungs are not strong enough to even blow up a balloon. So there's no more saxophone playing in my future. But I've always wanted to learn to play the violin. I can't do a guitar. My fingers are, disgustingly short. I can't reach them.
Well,
Can't reach them all.
I measured. When are you gonna get? Well, I haven't even tried to bow her yet. So and I told my dad I got her. Yeah, it's a her apparently. And the first words out of his mouth were, "You're gonna kill cats," and I'm like, "Excuse me." Even in middle school, I didn't kill cats. But Zoila. But I'm excited. I've had one song going over and over and over in my head that I want to learn, and so I'm determined to learn it. And unfortunately, I may pay to get a copyright just so I can play it on YouTube if I ever learn it. Who knows?
Would there be a copyright if you were actually playing the music?
I think so. I mean, I don't know, because all those shows and all those people, like on America's Got Talent and all those things,
Right.
But yeah, it's The Sound of Silence, from the 70s, that song, it just goes over and over in my head. I want to be able to play it. Yeah, we see him, Zoila. He's right there. He's like, "Oh, I'm out of here. Hi.
Yeah, he's not really a camera kind of guy. Like he'll take
No.
pictures and stuff, and he doesn't do social media, no Facebook, no. Matter of fact, because I need I have my my email for YouTube is on my computer. I don't have it on my phone, it's only on my computer. But I do all my shipping through my phone. So because he
Hmm.
doesn't have Facebook, he used to, I literally use Facebook Messenger. I send the stuff to his Facebook Messenger on my phone, and then I can open it on my computer and get the information and send myself information back and forth from his messenger. He says to me the other day, he says, "Babe, you realize I don't use Facebook, so I'm not seeing any of these messages you keep sending me." I said, "Well, good, because I'm not actually sending them to you. I'm sending them to myself."
You're like, I'm
I'm
just
gonna
using your
email
account.
myself.
It's a great song, Demetra and Zoila. All right, I love classic rock. I grew up on it because I grew up on my dad's music. And now they're calling like Nirvana and, my music from the 90s and 2000s classic rock. And I'm like, are you kidding me? REM is classic rock? What? What? Beastie Boys is classic rock? What? I'm very confused by all this.
Right, and
You know?
U2 is on the freaking oldie station.
Yeah, they're
Like,
actually putting like music from my teenagehood into oldies, and I'm like, no, it's not oldies. That would mean I'm ancient, and I'm not even middle age. Like I'm not quite middle aged yet.
right? Okay,
And my
so
dad's like, no, you're middle aged, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I refuse. Welcome back, Cliff. I refuse. I may feel old, but I'm not. My body may think I am.
okay,
Are we
if
going to
you
play
want
the
to
game?
be one of our pickers tonight for either picking the style of yarn that this will eventually become, or two of the four colors that we're going to choose from. If you would like to be one of those pickers, I need you to type royal in the chat.
Have a good night, Connie. Oh, you're getting responses. Oh, is Lisa going too? I missed that.
Coffee ground.
Oh, yep, Lisa's going to go have lunch.
Enjoy your lunch, Miss Lisa.
Oh, yeah, you're getting a lot of responses. Jamie, it's for colors for this next batch of fiber.
Okay, so the first person that we pick, they will get to choose whether we do a fractal spin or if we do a self-striping yarn. The second person will get to pick two colors, and the third person will get to pick two colors. And that's what we will put into this fiber. And as we go along in the next months or so, I mean, couple months probably, because we're not going to spin every single live because I don't want to exclude the people that can't watch when the yarn's being spun. So we'll probably do it like every other live and dye this, spin this yarn up together. Fractal is where the colors meet and play with each other quite rapidly. Matter of fact, I will go and grab a fractal spin right now, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. I'll be right back.
Hi, Cynthia. Cynthia, if you want to be in on the fun, she's going to dye some fiber, and if you put in the word royal, you get to help pick the colors, or also, well, the first person gets to pick if it's going to be a self-striping fiber or a fractal, if it's going to be a fractal spin or a self-striping spin when she spins it up. And the second and third pick get to pick some of the colors that go into the dyeing of the fiber. So if you want to be in on that, put in the word royal into the thing, and she'll pick out of those people using the comment picker.
Okay, well, this is one of my previous spins, and this one actually does like an ombre effect, or a, what do you call that, a gradient, where it goes from one color into the next. This is a hand dyed, hand spun, and then this one also here is hand dyed, hand spun, and as you can see, it stripes all by itself. So in the ball, this is a fractal spin. I'll put it here so you can see the colors a little bit better. Where you see how the yellow is playing with all these different colors through here, or all the blues kind of play together where they run together. That is a fractal spin. Or here's another example of a fractal, where it kind of, what is that one yarn that like it kind of gives it almost like that zebra effect that Thrift does, but instead of having a different kind of fiber running through, it's the yarn itself.
It's zebra. It's called zebra base.
Yeah, yeah. And like this one here is a self-striping again, where you can see the colors are mostly lined up. The blue stays with the blue, the greeny color stays with the greeny color. So this one would work up in an effect like this.
Hi, Tammy.
Okay. In a way, but without the tweedy nips.
It's kind of like a marled.
Yeah,
The
there you go.
marled are the ones that have the striped, but they call them tweed, like the tweed stripes that Mama G loves. They were the mandala tweed stripes. Those are actually more marled than tweed.
Okay, we have 26 entries, and we are going to pull the first one. Now this person will be choosing self-striping or fractal.
Good luck, everyone.
Regina Layfield, congratulations. So your choices are self-striping or a fractal yarn.
Do you like the self-striping look or the fractal? Oh, she wants the self-striping.
Awesome. I can do that. Okay, so we are going to draw again.
Well, no, it's not an email. It's just a she picked the self-striping, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Tammy M, you can pick 2 colors. And we will draw one more time for the next person will pick 2 colors.
Have a good night, Cliff. It was great to meet you. I'll drool over your jewelry later.
And all handmade Connie. Congratulations and thank you for participating. That.
Just okay, Zoila. You're so used to you're so on top of everything.
So we can get teal and pink. Okay.
Now what to
All right.
go with?
Enjoy
good
your lunch,
lunch.
Miss Lisa.
I wonder what Connie will pick. Yes, you are, Zoila. Arriba, arriba. Which means, doesn't that mean up, up? Arriba, arriba. It does. It means up, up. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome in.
Just 2 colors, Miss Connie. And the other colors that have been picked is pink and teal.
Hi, Deidre. How's my little tortured scissor tooth baby? I hope he's leaving you alone a little. Just remember he loves you. And his name is Sassy Mel. Not Johnny whatever.
Oh, that's right. They did change his name, didn't they?
Just confuse babies if you change their names. And you confuse their mimis if you change their names too. Wow. Teal and pink and blood red and soft yellow together.
Okay.
That will be interesting. I bet it'll look good. It'll be interesting to see how it stripes once it's done and spun up and everything too. All right. I am not liking how this is knitting. All right. This is a stuffed animal, right? Stuffed animal. I'm using the needle size they said for the yarn, and look at the size of the holes it's leaving.
Oh, no way. That's never going to make a stuffy. Not
And
unless
I am knitting it tight because of the needles I'm using. I'm knitting it tight, and it's leaving holes that my fingers can go through. I'm gonna frog it. I'm gonna go down, and I'm gonna put it on needles, my interchangeable needles, but I'm gonna go down like a size. I don't
send
like
me
it.
a new one, Miss Jennifer, because I haven't gotten anything since the other day when we spoke.
Ugh.
I don't have anything in my spam, so.
Definitely, Demetra. Diana. Hi, Wanda. Well, I guess I'm starting over.
And I don't actually have the color teal, but I make my own teal. So hopefully this will be what you had in mind.
At least it frogs real well. I mean, some chenilles do not. This is frogging really well so far. I say that and then watch. I'm going to hit something. Yep, there it goes. Dang it, I said something.
Curse yourself.
I did. It's the curse of saying, oh, this is going well. So I finally started my hippie, totally cool hippie dippy tote. And I got the whole bag done, except for the add-ons and, ooh, it all frogged out. Thank goodness. But except for all the, you know, the repurposed and the handle. But my vision came to fruition. I was so happy. Now, if only Dee will actually accept it. If only it's acceptable. I could ask you guys if you think she'll accept it. I mean, you guys are a good judge.
If I know Dee's hippy dippy heart, she's gonna love whatever you make, honey.
Well, it's not quite normal. So, and I did use, you know, she said only use single, double, and chains, and I use single decreases, you know. Does that count as a single? Hi, Allie. How are you? Does a single crochet decrease count as a single crochet? I think it does.
Still a single.
Okay. But I used 5 yarns held together, and then, you know, I still have to put on the eyes, the tentacles, and the antenna. And that makes you all go, what? And the handle, and then all the, you know, repurposed and reused, because you have to have repurposed and reused. And so, but yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, I kind of did something in that fashion. I repurposed and reused when I took my pair of jeans and turned it into a pocketbook, but there wasn't no crochet, so I don't think that'll count.
It doesn't, no, because you have to hold at least 3 yarns together. So unless you make an extra handle somewhere, you know.
I can't. I literally gave away all of my blanket yarn because I can't. Nothing bigger than a size hook yarn, 6 hook, and nothing bigger than a 4 weight. It just hurts too much.
What are you gonna try, Connie? No, I made a yip yip. I made my yip yip. I said I was gonna make my totally yip yip. He just needs, I'm gonna get my pink. I'm gonna see if I can find something to reuse for his eyes. But if not, I'm gonna do the actual ping pong balls. And then, oh no, Connie.
What happened?
She broke the tip off her candy shop pearls.
Mm.
And she managed, I guess she was trying to fix it and glued her thumb to it.
Oh no.
Hi.
Now she said
Me
red and
too.
what other color?
It was yellow, some sort of yellow, but she said a certain kind. Let me go up the chat and see if I can still get to it.
Oh, don't worry, honey. I can't get specifics because of the food coloring. But
Yeah, I know.
I got lemon yellow.
That may have, yeah, it may have been some sort of like mellow yellow or soft yellow. So lemon, she's going to get as close as she can get, Connie. But I was saying I wanted to make a hippy dippy, you know, yip yip. And I'm going to make him into a bag, you know, from Sesame Street, a yip yip alien. So he's a yip yip, and he's going to have his eyes on top of him. And he's a bag. He'll hold things. Because I found a basket pattern where they hang on the wall. I just left off the hanger, you know.
Right.
And made him out of fun fur and eyelash yarn, and you can sort of see all the other colors of yarn in him if you look at him. And oh my gosh, I think the Yip Yip pattern is free, Regina, that I have. I'm not sure. I will look it up. Oh my gosh, but he is so soft, I just want to cuddle it. It came out so nice and stiff too because of all the yarns I used. But I ran out of my fun fur, so I had to use a different color up on the top. A tip tip? Diana, your grandson just asked him to make him a tip tip. Well, the pattern has a knit version and a crochet version in it. So it might not be free. I don't know. But I'm going to have to make more of these to put in my craft room, a whole bunch, because it actually calls for blanket yarn. And I'm just going to use up all my blanket yarn once, you know, I have my craft room, and use them on the wall as baskets because they're so cute. But I bought a purse strap to use for it. I will wear this thing out. Oh no, I like it. Make him a tip tip. Yeah, but the pattern actually calls for ping pong balls.
Mm-hmm.
And for the antenna, it calls for pipe cleaners, and it has you attach the ping pong balls with the pipe cleaners. So it's right here, Zoila. It looks like a sandworm from Dune right now, but I mean, because it doesn't have anything. Oh my gosh, I want to see Diana's too. Yeah. Diana, do you have a pattern yet? Oh, Mary, you found a pattern. Let me see if that's the same pattern I have. That is the same pattern I have. That's that's the free one. And that has the crochet as well as the, thanks, Karen. It does look like a sandworm. It just needs all the teeth inside the mouth. Oh, that's great, Diana. Yeah, the one Mary posted has both. That's the one I have, and it has both the crochet and the knit pattern in it.
got some wild colors going on. We got.
That's pretty. That is pretty.
And this new raven, is looking really awesome. I can't move it around too much, but I will try to.
It's coming for you, Allie. But it's really soft and cuddly. Oh, that is nice.
It's got nice deep teal, some darker colors, some almost reddish looking like the first time. I think that turned out really nice.
Megan, you're too funny.
That's going to be interesting to see it spun up.
So Megan's saying I should change my bag to a sandworm and just like put teeth inside the mouth instead of trying to buy like ping pong balls and things to add on to the yip
There
yip.
you go.
Make it into a sandworm bag from
Yeah, one of
Dune.
those, what do they call it? Or the graboids from Tremors.
Graboids. Oh God, I love Tremors. How many of those movies did they make? Like 5?
Yeah, I think they just came out with another one not that long ago.
And I bet it had Reba, and I bet Reba went back for more, didn't she?
I didn't see it, but that would be awesome. I haven't seen her in a movie in a while.
And what's God? Oh, I can't even think of Footloose. He would have gone back just because it's his franchise. You know, he's like, I don't care how big I am, I have to go for Tremors. Got to go for Tremors. And whoever played Reba's husband, he was a dad in an 80s TV show. What was it? Family Ties?
Yeah, I think Kevin
Family.
Bacon was in those too, and at least in one of them, wasn't he?
Kevin Bacon, that's who it is. Footloose. That's who I meant by Footloose. Yes, Kevin Bacon. Thank you, guys. Yes, Kevin Bacon. I can never remember people's names, but I can remember what I've seen them in. So I always go by like shows or movies. But Reba, I can always remember. You know, Reba it's like Cher or, you know.
Right. I think my favorite Kevin Bacon movie is Hollow Man. He did that crazy part so well.
I think I may have seen that once.
My yellow's turning, I don't know, it's a nice bright, like sunshiny yellow. But what it looks like here can be completely different once it dries. So, oh, I put them in as I made them. So the teal went up here, and the pink, well, it turned purple. That's why I say that, you know, it's really hard to, for me anyways, to guarantee I can get this color or that, especially with working with the food-based dyes, and I'm still experimenting, you know. But I'm thinking this is going to be, it's either going to turn out really, really horrendous and be like, oh my God, what kind of muddy mess is that? Or when we get done, it's going to be like, how did that turn that beautiful with the way that it looked in the beginning? It's going to be one of those two things is going to be the outcome. It's either going to be amazing or mud. It's always fun
That-
watching the colors play.
Yeah, that's looking great. Zoila found someone crocheting a sandworm from Dune. I mean, how? How do you find these things?
Fastest fingers on the YouTubes.
I know. Regina says, I thought his best movie, Kevin Bacon, to date was the movie where his son is murdered by a gang and he retaliates against them and gets away with it. It sounds familiar, but I don't remember which one that is.
I have to look that up.
Yeah. But Diana D says that it looks like the sky right now, and Mimi Tammy says it looks like the horizon as it's laying in the pans.
It is
Very
really pretty.
true. Mm-hmm.
We've got some like greeny yellow going on down here
Mm-hmm.
where the purple mixed with, or where the teal and that mixed, and we've got purple going on. Where the pink and the yellow mixed, we've got pink, like a peachy pink going on. And up here where the pink and the purple and the teal mixed, or the pink and the teal mixed with a little bit of the yellow, it's a really dark purple looking.
Yeah. Have a good night, Mary. Thank you for being here, sweetie. It's always great to see you.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see what happens in the pan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of times I literally in the wintertime, I throw the colors on and walk away. I come back a couple hours later, check on it. If it hasn't cleared, I come back in a couple hours and check on it. So I don't really stand around and watch the colors move from place to place. Like when I'm dyeing in a pan like this, I bought a burner because I have a glass top stove and I'm pretty sure it would be okay to use like this great big steamer pan on the glass top, but I don't, it's glass top and I don't want to take the risk that I accidentally break it.
Yeah.
You know?
Hi, Sally. I'm looking through Kevin Bacon's IMDb right now, and I'm trying to remember which one that was. It's not Murder in the First. Is it not the River Wild? Oh, I think I'm going back too far. Because I'm way too far back. I'm in the 1990s. Yeah, it's somewhere in the 2000s. Hmm.
Say hi. Say hi. You're not out there snuggling with Daddy.
That must be Coco.
Mm-hmm.
Coco is Daddy's girl.
Yeah, she's all about her daddy.
He was in X-Men? I don't remember that.
Yeah, he did. He did one where he had was it Young Magneto?
X-Men First Class. He wasn't young Magneto though, was he?
He wore the helmet like Magneto because he had someone around like Xavier. Because that's how Magneto got his helmet. How Magneto got the helmet was from Kevin Bacon's character in that.
Okay.
The King is also a big X-Men fan, so
I'm a huge My favorite is Gambit. And the one time they showed Gambit, I was like, yes. And then they said about making Gambit the movie, and they were like, we're going to use Channing Tatum. I'm like, no, I love Channing Tatum. I love it. Doesn't have the right Southern accent. He's not Creole. And I was like, absolutely not. I love him. Does not have the right Southern. He's not Creole. He can't do Creole.
Right.
And they had put Gambit in the one movie, and they had a good Gambit. And I'm like, just use the actor. I don't care if you use a no name. Just do it. Just do it. Hi, Posh. How are you? Just give me a good Creole. Yeah. I need a good Gambit. And they never made the Gambit movie.
Yeah, they were talking about so many of them that they didn't end up making. If
Yeah.
anybody is trying to get a hold of me, it's Queenscraftsbybridget at yahoo.com. If you can't reach me there and you have Facebook, you can reach out on Facebook either via Messenger or through the Facebook group page. I sure hope they figure out what's going on with Soyla's son here pretty soon and he gets to come home. Being in the hospital is just no good. Looking pretty cool.
Apparently, they made a Tremors TV movie in 2018. I missed that. I missed it. And I'm like, hey, I would like to see. But yeah,
That's
I have.
prettier than the first time.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this the good old fashioned way.
Good night, Miss Allie. I hope to see you tomorrow night, sweetheart.
Have a great night, Allie. I'll see you later, sweetie.
And welcome in Posh DIY. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I know I should know your name, but it has completely slipped my mind right now. So if you could remind me, that would be greatly appreciated.
Okay.
Was it
believe
death
it's-
sentence?
I just found out it's called Death Sentence. Because I put Kevin Bacon movie where his son is killed by a gang and he retaliates into Google, and it came up, mild-mannered insurance executive with a perfect life takes the law into his own hands after blah, 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 called Death Sentence. Yeah. From the director of Saw. So if you like those movies, expect the same thing. Thank you, Regina and Ravina.
I have all of those movies.
All the Saw movies?
Yep. The only one I haven't seen yet is the last one, and it's because I've owned them since the last one came out. But I haven't seen it yet because I haven't had anyone to watch it with me, and I absolutely refuse to watch any new movie without someone watching it with me.
Mm-hmm.
I like to watch a movie by myself, because most of the time if I watch it by myself, I'm up over here, over there, doing this, doing that. I'm listening to it, but I am not watching it.
She says her name is Ashley, but a lot call her Posh.
Well, all right.
They also call you Spice.
I
But
always like
no,
Posh girl. I like Posh.
I actually enjoyed. I've only seen the first two. I think I've seen both of the first two Saw movies, and I really enjoyed them because I like the psychological ones. Now, I don't like gore for gore's sake, which they did have a lot of gore, but it was psychological. And if you really paid attention, he was punishing the wicked. So, and if you played by the rules and weren't being wicked, you got out of it. But not to give anything away. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. But
Those movies were definitely twisted, but
yeah.
To me, I'm the same way. I don't like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre type horror movies. To me, it just doesn't make any sense. It's a bunch of dumb stuff just to have a bunch of dumb stuff, and a bunch of blood and gore just to have blood and gore. Now,
Except it
some
was based on a true story,
yeah.
which was really gross. So, and then it was hyped up, and I was just like, no, thank you. No, I really don't. I mean, I did watch one, and I was like, ew.
Yeah, I prefer like Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal Lecter, Hannibal Rising, the ones that, you kind of got to use your brain a little bit, and it's not about the gore, it's about getting inside your head.
Yeah. I only watched Silence of the Lambs for the first time last year. Like, I knew the lines from it, but I had never seen the movie. I knew quotes from it. And I'm like, oh yeah, because of this. But I had never seen the movie. Yeah. You like Spice better.
Yes, ma'am, I got it this time.
No, I like your name, Posh. I like your name. It's a very nice name. People tell me I should have named my channel something different because they can't find it because they can't spell it. So, but
A lot of people can't even say it.
thank you. But you know what? It's what it is. I'm not changing it now. They'll get used to
You don't want to be like me. You don't want to be uh, Queen Crochet SC or Queen's Crochet and Knits or Queen. Yeah, I've changed my name. This is my third name. It's staying at this. But see, when I started, I did the whole I'm never going to knit. I'm never going to dye yarn. I'm never going to do this, and this. I'm only going to crochet, and that's that. And because I was bold enough to tell everybody this is what I'm going to do. Of course, I am so oppositionally defiant that I defy my own self. And I went ahead and started to knit. And then I started to spin. And then I started to dye. And then and hello, little Lego. That's Will.
Hi, Will.
And he is new to our Yarny community. He is on just a little bit behind our Zach in the crochet journey, but he's got his yarn now and some hooks, and he's a newlywed. He got married last week.
Congratulations. I am never going to step on another Lego. I can't say that because I now have a TARDIS Lego set. It's not real Legos. It's the off-brand Legos, but it's like 241 Legos to build a TARDIS. And I am going to build that TARDIS, and I will probably drop one and probably step on it just because it is magnetically, have to step on one if it's in your house, so.
Yeah, that is definitely Legos were definitely my menace or my nemesis when I had little ones running around the house. But that's what little Lego does. He builds the Lego kits, the models and whatnot. And you know how much fun I've had with those.
Oh, I know. I've seen all the spaceships.
The Empress, yes. Little Lego and Little Lego Yarn Dude is the same channel. I think he felt a little bit, maybe a little more into the community and added the Yarn Dude part of it. So we would know that he's into our yarny stuff as well.
Oh my gosh. I was so excited. I won that there was a kit for a cherry blossom tree up for grabs on a giveaway, and I didn't win it, and I won $20 instead. And I'm like, I don't want it. I want the kit. And the kit was probably like $12, and I could have bought the kit. And I'm like, no, but I want the kit. Take my money away. I want the kit. I was just like, logic goes out the window. I could have bought the kit and had money left over, but oh my gosh. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was a short 5 years ago, Will, that I was new in this community as well, and having the Queen's Crochet SC as my name, everyone thought that SC was single crochet. South Carolina. So, I mean, it's not quite the same thing, but it's the same thing. I ended up changing my name the first time so that people would understand a little better about what my channel was about, and I just dropped the SC part. So, adding the Yarn Dude makes complete sense to me because, as we're in this community, we learn things that work just a little bit better, or, add a little something here or there, Yep. And then, we have other people that their name has nothing to do with the fact that they are knitting or crocheting or whatever it is that they're doing. That's just their channel name. Some of our names tell everybody exactly what we do, and some of our names just tell people what we want to be called.
Mine has hook in it, but I put gardening stuff up, I put cooking stuff up, baking stuff up, building stuff up, and then I was putting I put a lot of gardening stuff up during the summer, and someone said, I thought this was a crochet channel because there was so much gardening stuff up. I'm like, it's my channel. So I put my stuff up about my life, not just crochet. It actually started, the very first videos I put up were gardening. Because it was a gardening contest that got my channel started, I know, Tammy, I know. But the channel name is actually, it was my business name when I tried to have a crochet business. So I just took, you know, the business name I had put on my cards and made it my channel name, except for the with Melanie that I had to add because nobody knew who I was when I put the Lithalia's little hook up. And
Right.
and so they were like, who's this? Who's this? And then I put with Melanie, and I'm like, and by the way, I'm Melanie Titus. And they went, oh, hey. So I just left the with Melanie on there for anybody new.
Yep. For
Zola.
me, it really, really does help to have the person's name in their channel name, only because, you know, I have the memory of a rock.
Oh, God.
So just you know, and it's not that I don't want to remember, but like, yeah, names have always been hard, even before I had the first heart attack. So yeah, I really appreciate the ones that add their name to the channel, although I understand, you know, if some people did, their channel would be, you know, way too long.
Yeah, I have a cheat sheet in my, I have a notebook that is for my channel. And in the back of it, I have a couple cheat sheets that are channel names with people's given names. And, you know, if I go to them enough for people, you know, who I'm getting to know, you know, and then I use them enough, I learn them, you know, and then I eventually don't have to use the cheat sheet for those people. Like Mimi loves crochet. I have learned as Tammy, you know, and then hopefully after this, I will put in Posh DIY, you know, but probably I will forget. So I will have to relearn that is Ashley again, you know, and put her in there.
I'm sorry they did that too, honey. No one should
Oh,
have anyone coming after them on here, and especially someone that's not deserving of someone to come after them.
I don't know what that means, but
Doxing, uh,
yeah.
when they come out and they talk a bunch of trash about you.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, that's horrible, honey. No, that's just wrong.
Yeah. And see, I wouldn't have known that either, but here lately, I was doing some scrolling and YouTube um, recommended this lady, her channel name, she goes by Swoop. She has real long, bright blue hair, and she does like stories about people, like like documentary type
Uh-huh.
things. Like she did that 8 passengers, that them people from YouTube here that they ended up being not who they said. She's does a lot of stories on people on YouTube that are not who they say they are,
Oh.
type of things. But she doesn't go into, like, she doesn't talk about the graphic details of things. You know, she just gives you the, you know, and she gives you all the receipts and everything of, you know, where she found this information at and that. So I've been kind of binge watching her lately, and one of the things I learned from her was what doxing was.
Uh-huh.
That and like gaslighting, like they got a bunch of new
Yeah.
terms that don't make any sense to me, you know, because it's these young kids that come up with, you know, we already had words for what they're calling it, but they rename things, you know.
Yeah. I know gaslighting because apparently my mother used to do it to my father and me, and and my dad used the term, and I was like, what is that? And,
Right.
you know, so I've heard that one, but love you too, Tammy.
I am very, very disappointed. This is going to turn out.
Yeah, that is darkening up.
It really is. I've never had it do that before.
Yeah, I think it is Suzanne, and I did not see you come in, honey. Welcome in. Sorry I didn't say hi earlier. And have a good night, Demetra.
I've never had it run like that before.
Oh, I'm sorry. But you know what? It'll probably still spin up something pretty. I mean, the orange, and I'm still seeing some green, I think.
And it'll look a lot different once it's dry, too.
Yeah.
Ooh. Look what I pulled out of the garden this morning.
Ooh, my tomato plants are all still this big. They're getting bigger though. I saved them. I saved my peppers and tomatoes the plants are now, the seedlings that I thought were all going to die are now starting to thrive a little and starting to grow. So they're all still like this big, but they're starting to grow instead of shrivel.
Oh,
so I'm
good.
taking it as a win. But none of I planted extra seeds where the ones died, and where they were starting to shrivel, I put some extra seeds around those plants too. And none of those seeds have germinated. And it's been at least 1 or 2 weeks, you know? And I'm like, dude, all of these seeds were good seeds. Why have none of you germinated? You know?
Yeah, it can be frustrating. I got
But I'm
all
like,
those, so that's what out of the plants that Tiny planted.
and there is not an issue with, how do you think the original plants ever got planted? It's from the animals. I have some basil and I have some dill. The basil is still small. I did not see the movie Gaslight, but I know. Oh wait, I might have. That's like a 1940s movie, isn't it? Gaslight.
Here you go, Mel.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Greens, reds, some more greens, more red, some tealy colors, some darker pinky reds, some blues, some purples.
Ooh. That's so pretty.
We're going to give about a 10-minute warning, everybody, after a 4-hour live yesterday, and we've been here for just about 2.5 hours today.
Apparently, they remade Gaslight in 2023. It was made in 1940. Let's see. British psychological thriller. Anton Walbrook and Diana Wynyard. And then they did an MGM version in 1944.
Well, that is very neat. Oh, my socks. It's my socks.
Is this the one who likes to bite your nose?
Yes, and my toes and my fingers.
I knew that's the one you were talking about.
He's my little buddy. He's so spoiled rotten. So spoiled rotten.
Yes, lives count for watch hours.
Yep. Everything you put up, your shorts, your videos, your lives, all of it counts towards watch hours.
Yes, gaslighting is when you make someone think they're going crazy. That is what the term is. Mm-hmm.
My baby.
Oh, he is getting big. Now, he's last year's baby, right?
Yep, he's last fall's baby. And we
Mhm.
got one more orange one that's got the more narrow head. That one we call Peaches. And then there's a gray female, and we call her Phantom. She's very, very skittish. I mean, she'll come to, him and I, but she doesn't want anything to do with other people.
Yeah.
She's about to pop.
Oh, no. But didn't someone just have babies?
The mommy did. The
Yeah.
mommy cat had babies this spring. She brought them. They went out to the woods. They were up here by the house, and once they weaned, they decided they wanted nothing to do with people, and they took off. Even though I was petting them and playing with them and everything, they didn't want nothing to do with it. So, and their mama was a wildcat. I literally
Yeah.
tamed her down just by feeding her and whatnot, but she was still very much a wild cat. Where like if anyone even came onto the property, she was gone, like disappeared. And she would stay gone for a couple hours after they left before she would come back. And
Yeah.
she had 3 kittens. She had 2 little gray ones and a calico. The calico was gorgeous. Oh, I wanted to keep that baby.
Was that the long
hair,
one?
beautiful. Yeah. But
Yeah.
she didn't want nothing to do with people. She did. Oh, she was always upset. Every time I picked her up, she got upset. So,
Yeah.
I still put
But
food
no,
out there for her. And
sorry.
then, Mama passed away. She got hit by a car here this week, so I won't get no more kittens from her. Not that I want more kittens. I'm literally just doing my part trying to help out. I can't let babies go hungry.
Hi, Lydia, hon. Oh, Zola, I hope you get your garden. I really hope you get your garden plot, Zoila. If you get your garden plot, you contact me. I have so many seeds. So many seeds. You promise to contact me. Even if you don't, and you just want some for some pots or whatever.
Well, I hope that goes well, Lydia. She's got to go in for MRI on her knee.
Oh, yeah. Good luck with that, Lydia. And Ashley, good luck with your job interview.
Well, Posh, it really depends on if you're trying to go live together or if you're just going up on someone's panel. If you're just going up on someone's panel, it is really as easy as they send you a link, you click on the link, and it'll take you where you need to go. As far as doing the lives together, I have not learned how to do that yet. I know Mel has looked it up and it sounds like it's going to be easy, I guess. But
Yeah.
me and technology don't get along very well. So,
So I may try to set it up, and then apparently, though, to do it for YouTube, you both have to be on phones instead of being on PCs. You can't be on PCs. You have to be on mobile to do it. So, and I'm usually on a tablet, so maybe my tablet, since it's Android, it'll count as a phone. We don't know. We get to try it, and then
yeah, I think the tablet counts as a phone because it
Because it
has the
has-
same operating system.
yeah, so that would be great because when it's on the phone, sometimes it freezes up, and I hate that. And then I'm like looking at it, but the chat's not moving, and then also the screen's not moving, so I'm staring at that. But luckily I've got it on the piece. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know if you can see me. Yeah.
You know what? I know what I did.
Uh-oh. No
I know
citrus?
exactly what I did wrong. Yep. Because I had planned on making this fiber in the same pan as I did the other fiber, but it wasn't clearing and I wanted it to sit on the side, so I put it in this pan and I did not put my citric acid in and I did not put my potassium powder in. That is why my colors ran. That is why it just did not turn out.
Probably because you were talking to us and didn't think about it when you changed the water.
Yep.
That's right. Well, it costs on StreamYard to do the multi-streaming. So we're going to try to do it on YouTube where it's free, and yep.
Well, Posh,
I do my lives at 11 a.m. Ashley. I do a live on Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. if you ever want to join us. Oh yeah, I'm going to be live tomorrow too, 6 p.m. Yeah, so I'll probably miss
oh, that's right.
I'm probably going to miss Tuesday night Discord. I was going to
We'll probably be there late because
that
one of
that'll
our
mean I'll
ladies should be back this week. So
yeah, so I'm like, yeah, if I can stay alive, because Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Discord Tuesday, and then my live Wednesday morning. Oh,
busy lady.
oh my gosh. No, there is free StreamYard, Ashley. There is a lot you can do on StreamYard free. It's just if you want to stream to more than one channel at a time on StreamYard, you have to have the paid membership to StreamYard. Yeah. So, yeah, StreamYard has a lot to offer for free. Believe me.
Yeah, you can for StreamYard you have to be. I think you can't go over 20 hours for the free version, but then they have different paid version levels and stuff like that. You can do I'm basically like a novice level where you get to do some of the cool stuff, and then you can do like a professional level where you can do all of the cool stuff. Discord. Well, what Mel and I are talking about, I can't invite people into because it's not mine. However, I do have a Discord that all you have to do is send me an email or some a message over on Facebook, and I send you the link, and you're more than welcome to come onto my Discord server and share with, all the crafty stuff that you're doing. There's no limit. It's, I don't care if you're paper crafting, yarn crafting, if you're taking pretty pictures, I like pretty pictures too, so I mean, you're more than welcome to share that kind of stuff over there too. And it's a way that it is a lot easier that you can just reach out and ask me a question or have a conversation, or Mel's over there on my Discord as well. You can always reach out and say, hey, I've got this question, or I want someone to talk to while I'm crocheting or knitting or spinning or whatever it is you're doing crafty. We can get together and meet up and have little, off of a live server type chats, I do have one night a week where I go in with some well, I guess it really depends on where you're going. Just like anything. I mean, because there are negative parts to even YouTube. There are negative areas in TikTok, in Instagram, in every.
I think you meant like Discord amongst people. Discord is a server. It's like Facebook. I can't think of the word. It's a streaming. It's not a streaming service. It's a media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to download Discord. You can go to Discord directly through your internet browser on my computer. That's exactly how I do it, because my computer said, I don't want you to download this app. So I said, okay, I'm not going to download this app. And platform. That's the right word.
Yeah, platform. Yeah. Thank you.
And like on Tuesday nights where Mel and I meet up, we go into the little group that host it, and we all sit around and video chat in a big group of ladies. I say ladies because as of right now, it is all ladies. And we just do whatever craft we are doing individually. And sometimes we decide to do things together. Like we did a Christmas swap last year where we did a Secret Santa type of thing. We've done little crafting projects together. Right now, we are all supposed to be making a witch's hat. We need to get on top of that, Mel.
Yeah, that was a month ago. Yeah, it's a social network. Yes, it's a social network like Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, and we just meet up for like a knitting group or a crochet group, but we just do whatever craft we happen to be doing. A lot of the time, Bridget spins while she's there, and I'll do whatever I happen to be doing, knitting or crocheting, or sometimes I play a computer game because my brain isn't working that night.
Oh, splendid,
So
Daddy.
I'm like this, but I'm still in the group, and it's absolutely lovely, Oh, Tammy! Oh, you made me laugh. She's searching for her Splenda daddy.
Right? This is going to be, you know what? This is a mess, but this is going to end up being very, very pretty. When I'm looking at this, and granted, it is darker now than what it will be when it is dry, but it's kind of giving like deep red purples in person. Like kind of like an eggplant, that that word.
Aubergine?
Yeah, it's kind of given.
Eggplant.
Yeah.
Eggplant. Yeah. I thought I was seeing like purples, but I wasn't sure sometimes my tablet doesn't show right on the screen, So
Yeah, that's going to end up, it was a mess, but sometimes out of the ashes, the phoenix will rise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot, we're 6 minutes past our 10-minute countdown.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh.
Well, I think I'm going to let you guys go and let this keep cooking. I got a couple bags I need to get made up so that they can go out in the mail, hopefully, if not tomorrow, by Wednesday at the latest. And I will try to make a video probably sometime tomorrow, Wednesday at the latest, so you guys can see how this ended up turning out once it's dry. And starting next week, we will start on Mel's yarn, and we'll take her from there. Thank you guys very, very much for joining me tonight. I appreciate you coming by, and I realize that the YouTube's streets are busy, busy places, and you all could have been anywhere tonight, but you chose to come and hang out here, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Mel, for joining me and making this much easier on me than when I tried to do it alone. I appreciate that.
Anytime.
Thank you, guys.
Will.
And we will see you again next week for sure, and around the YouTube streets between now and then. Bye for now.
Bye, guys. Have a great night.